Hey internet friends, do you remember my video I did on Dr. D.C. Hammond's green bomb speech? I did it the other week, and the lecture he gave was over multiple personality disorder, his patients with multiple personality disorder, dissociative identity, and their connection to satanic ritual abuse, and mind control. Now, in this lecture he gave, he connected his patients to, he referenced a certain bloodline that the programmers went after. And this bloodline, some people have suspected, they've speculated, it's the Rh negative blood type. And, a lot of people who are in power, a lot of our presidents, royalty, they all have this Rh negative blood type. So the implications, and I'm not stating this, it's just a theory, the implications are that from Dr. D.C. Hammond's speech, we can infer or speculate that the programmers on these military bases are going after abducting children and concentrating on certain bloodlines that have this Rh negative blood type, and thus building an army of Manchurian candidates. I know that sounds crazy, but often the truth is stranger than fiction. So in 5 minutes or less, I'm going to explain to you the mystery surrounding the Rh negative blood type. Let's get started. First off, I want to give a shout out to the Outer Dark, who was the first person I know of who made the connection between the green bomb speech and Rh negatives, so check out his video listed in the description. Now let's get the sciencey talk out of the way. We know that everyone's blood falls into 4 major types, A, B, or O, either positive or negative. When we talk about the Rh factor, Rh stands for rhesus, or the rhesus monkey, in which the antigen was first observed. It's a type of protein on the surface of the red blood cells, so if you have the Rh factor, you're Rh positive. If you lack the Rh factor, you're Rh negative. The scientific explanation for the occurrence of Rh negative is that it's a mutation that occurred over time. It's important to note that while animals and most humans are Rh positive, between 10 and 15% of the population is Rh negative, with Europeans holding the highest percentage. For example, the largest concentration of Rh negative individuals lies in Basque, a mountainous region between Spain and France. Basque also has a language unrelated to any other in Europe. Curious, right? Question: do you believe we evolved from monkeys? I'll leave you to answer that in the comments while I move on to the real mystery, which is rooted in the origin of Rh negative blood. There's little research on how Rh negative blood came about, almost like a blackout of information, which is kind of weird since the traits observed in the majority of Rh negative individuals are pretty darn intriguing. They include, but are not limited to, an extra rib or vertebrae, lower body temperature, higher IQ, a sensitivity to heat or sunlight. Some cite psychic abilities, and in general, they are more prone to mental illness. Most are physically distinct, with lighter hair or a reddish tint to their hair and light, piercing eyes. And pregnancy is a whole nother issue. Rh negative blood in a pregnant woman can fatally poison a fetus that has positive blood, causing miscarriages or complications with pregnancy. Aside from scientific explanation, there are several theories surrounding the origin of Rh negative blood. Whispers of nephilim, fallen angels, and alien influence continually seep into discussion, even citing Adolf Hitler's rumored interaction with alien life. Could these Rh negative individuals be the actual Aryan race Hitler was so obsessed over? Well, some folks believe aliens are just fallen angels. Could the Bible provide the answers we're looking for? After all, the Bible does function like a family tree. The Nephilim, also known as fallen angels or giants, were the offspring of sexual relationships between the sons of God and the daughters of men, mentioned first in Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. Do you recall Noah's Ark, the Great Flood? Biblical scholars say that the Nephilim were the primary reason for the Great Flood. And then the flood happened, but after the flood, there's still mention of Nephilim in the Bible. Is it possible that traces of Nephilim blood existed in our ancestors and have been passed down through generation? And now we have what is called Rh negative blood type? I guess it's possible, and it's all very interesting, and I'm not here to share my opinion, but I don't want to imply that being Rh negative makes you superior to someone who is Rh positive. Anyway, I'll leave you with some questions. Do you believe it's possible our species has been genetically altered? Have you ever wondered why past kings and queens believed in the divine divine right to rule? Have you ever wondered why many of those in power, even with American presidents, have the Rh negative factor? Note on that while I mention this. I would not have made this video if I had not stumbled onto this little nugget. And it's these Rh negative registry sites where they want you to register yourself and your children, in context with the Green Bomb speech where Dr. Hammond mentions that they are seeking out a certain bloodline for brainwashing and programming on these military bases. Seeing this sort of thing gives me the heebie-jeebies. Not saying that every child registered on here is going to get kidnapped or anything sinister is going on with these websites or groups, but it is something to consider. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!